I'm so excited to hear about Antarctica and your new ship, Sylvia Earle. Can you just tell us a little bit about Aurora and a little bit about the new ship?
Yeah, absolutely. We've been pioneering expedition voyages for 30 years. So you might not have heard of us, but we're actually an Australian operator. We were founded by a legendary explorer called Greg Mortimer. He was actually the first Australian to have summited Mount Everest and K2 back in the 1980s. He's actually led over 80 expeditions to the polar regions. Now, through our 30-year heritage, Greg had this real pioneering philosophy that he wanted to take small groups to the most pristine, untouched destinations on the planet. So I suppose going back 30 years ago, Aurora was born, and that ethos very much burns just as brightly today. We're all about taking guests on small experiences to the most untouched destinations out there, including, of course, the Arctic, Antarctica, and we also explore many warmer climates too, such as Costa Rica. We go to Raja Ampat, and believe it or not, in a few months we're going to be on the west coast of Ireland,
Really?
exploring the Skelligs, home to Star Wars movie sets. Yes, we're all about to say be very responsible and respectful to nature. We have a new ship launching next year called the Sylvia Earle, named in honour of the world famous explorer and oceanographer. She's a National Geographic explorer in residence, and really a true inspiration of mine and a true inspiration to the world.
She's an American lady.
She is, yeah. She's in her 80s now, and going back to the 1960s, she was out just diving all the time, going on expeditions, exploring the depths of the ocean where astronauts were going deeper into space. She was going deeper into the sea world. And it's thanks to Sylvia Earle that the world now, the oceans now have a voice. She's seen the coral reef systems change over the decades.
James, can you tell me about your new ship? I believe it's called the Sylvia Earle, so I don't know what that means. Who's Sylvia Earle?
Yeah, she's a real inspiration of mine. Dr. Sylvia Earle is a world famous conservationist, marine biologist. She's a National Geographic explorer in residence, and it's thanks to Sylvia Earle that we have protected areas of ocean all across the globe now. And her mission over the next sort of 5 to 10 years is to protect 30% of the world's ocean. So I really see her as the David Attenborough of the marine world. She's incredible.
She's American.
She is, yeah. She's been basically out diving and studying the marine world since the 1960s, when astronauts were going deeper into space. Dr. Sylvia Earle was going much deeper into the ocean. In fact, she held the record for the deepest untethered dive down to 1,250 feet back in 1979. She's quite incredible. A real inspiration.
I wonder if you named the ship after her.
Yes,
Can you tell me a little bit about Aurora's mission with regard to sustainability? You were talking to me about it's not just about plastic. Your mission is much broader than that, leaving the destinations better than when you found them, and also taking it right through the company.
That's right. So we've just, as of a few weeks ago, we've just been certified 100% carbon neutral. But really that's only the beginning. Over the next few years we're well on our way to having B Corp certification, which, as you say, it's about giving back far more than what we're taking. And we're really looking at every aspect of our business, from sustaining food sustainably on our ships. All the waste reduction and management systems is super efficient throughout the whole process. Plastics, it's not just about single-use plastics, it's about removing it from the entire chain right to what goes on in our office. So we take sustainability to, that is the dearest thing to our hearts, and it's the most important thing. We're going to the most beautiful, untouched destinations on the planet. We have a real duty of care, and we really do care.
And you've been to Antarctica. You're very, very lucky. And you were telling me earlier on you're hoping to go to South Georgia, which is a real bucket list destination.
I know, I'll keep my fingers crossed, but yeah, for me South Georgia is the ultimate. It's home to 400,000 king penguins on a beach. You'll see thousands of elephant seals fighting for their harem, millions of albatross out there. It's a truly unique place, and rich in history as well. Famed for Ernest Shackleton, of course, when his ship Endurance got trapped out in the weathering sea. So it's going to be quite an adventure.
But that's not going to happen to Aurora, because your ship is really a completely unique design, isn't it?
It is. It's the first ever of its kind in the industry. We pioneered something called the X-Back, and it's designed really like the nose of a dolphin or the beak of a toucan. We have the highest ice strengthened hull in the industry before a ship becomes an icebreaker, which which gives us the benefit that we can go deep into pack ice, but we still have super sturdy, nimble ships, so we can navigate through open sea crossings. Now, on our ship, we're not riding up and down swells because of this design. We just carve gracefully through the water. And for our guests, this means a much more comfortable ride. It's made the vessel some 60% more fuel efficient and 80% reduction in emissions. So again, going back to our sustainability, it's one of the very cleanest vessels in the whole industry, and we're so proud to have pioneered the design.
James, we are definitely going to be checking back in with you, if you don't mind, over the next few months and find out more about Aurora. And definitely, if you make it to South Georgia, we want to know about it, so we'll talk to you then. Thank you so much for talking to us today. It's been a pleasure to talk to you.
It's a real pleasure. Thank you so much.